So hello, Saggies. How you doing? Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. Saggy, this is for you because y'all had the most likes and the most comments for August's videos. So y'all are going to get an extra special bonus. We're going to do some pineapple charms. We're going to do an additional reading, right? Whatever spirit would have come out. I was guided to the Children of Litha tarot. Now, Litha is the summer solstice. So this may be extra significant for you if you have a significant placement and especially a rising sign that happens between 0 degrees Cancer and 29 degrees Virgo, because after that we hit the fall, autumn solstice or autumn equinox, Mabon, right? So if you have significant sun, moon, or rising in Cancer, Leo, or Virgo, this may also be extra special for you. But I am going to pull pineapple charms for those of you not familiar with pineapple charming. Okay, if none of the charms resonate with you, that's fine. That just means the message is not an emergency for you and that your own discernment is on point. You'll know what you do or don't need to take from the message. For people who struggle with discernment or are getting used to, trusting their discernment, that's what pineapple charming is for. That so spirit can say, hey, one or more of these charms is making sense to you. They're synchronicities for you, and you should probably pay attention to the message, right? So I'm also going to do a who are you dealing with section at the end. So Saggies dealing with Aries through Pisces will be at the end. All of that will be time stamped in the comments, as well as the October all signs that I did. Okay, normally I upload a bunch of different videos for each sign, but every month, but it was just easier for me this month to do one long live and timestamp out each sign. So I will leave the link for that in the comments with the timestamps. Okay, so you guys can flash over. Now I do remember Saggy's message, and it really geared towards Sag being coming in as justice, like a warrior of light, justice energy, which I'm sure is throwing everybody else off. So we'll see if this ends up being an extension of that message or if it ends up being a completely different message altogether. We're gonna see what spirit has come through for you. So let me get pineapple charms first. Let me get my pin board. Let's see. I gave this a really good shake off camera, so we're just gonna get right into it. Let's see what pineapple charms would spirit have. We got quite a few here. Okay. We've got, don't worry, be happy. So that may be a synchronicity for you. It may be a motto of yours. You may be a really big fan of bees. And I don't think it was Bob Marley. I really don't. But you might know that song or be into reggae in general. We also have unicorn. Okay. As well as Puerto Rico. So you may be Puerto Rican or be dealing with someone who is. Maybe your nationality, right? Have family that is in Puerto Rico still, right? Even though you're here or anywhere you are. I guess I just assume I talk to people in the States, even though I know this channel is worldwide. We've also got 555, So you may be seeing 555 synchronicities. You may be born in May on the 5th, be 55 years old, be born in 1955, right? 555 may be popping up a lot for you. We've also got some sage here. Well, my Sagittariuses are my sages. But you may be guided to your sage sticks more often than normal, or you literally may have done it or whatever, like right before listening to this video. Take it how it resonates. You may bundle sage and make your own and sell it. So you'll know better than me how the synchronicity matters for you. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? We've also got our snowman here. There we go. As well as, really, Frosty the Snowman might be your favorite Christmas song. Who knows? You may just love making snowmen. We've also got a diamond, a pink diamond. So to be fair, it doesn't have to be an actual diamond. It could just be a faceted or polished, you know, red or pink stone. We've also got green eye. So you or whoever you're dealing with may be green eye. You did it just before you popped on. Of course you did. You're Sag rising. And so, you know, green eyes, you may have green eyes, be dealing with someone who has green eyes. You may love this song by Coldplay or another song that, you know, talks about green eyes. May stand out for you, especially because we also have the guitar charm. So music may be significant for you in general. Okay. Or deal with any of those other charms. Maybe there's a song about diamonds, right? If you love Rihanna's Diamond, right? I love that song. So songs that may pertain to any of these charms. We've also got the Star card, which is Uranian and Aquarian energy, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we've got 2 tarot charms. My camera will do its job. Yep, the Star and the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter and Sagittarian energy and or Piscean energy, because to be fair, Pisces was ruled by Jupiter before it was ruled by Neptune. Okay. For letters, we've got pink S, black T, and black V. Well, shit, Tanya, I'll keep my prayers out for her. I'm glad she's doing all right now. Right? And then the last charm is, in fact, Cancer. So if you have strong Cancerian placements with your Saggy energy, this may be for you. All right, so those are the charms. You could take the letters, the abbreviations, however they make sense to you. S, T, and V, like VT may be Vermont. And, you know, so take it as they resonate. I do have blue and pink for male or female genders. Not so that y'all can get hung up on them, but for extra specificity, if that is the word, for those who need it. And black and white are yang and yin, so masculine heavy or feminine heavy. So black is yin, it's feminine heavy, regardless of gender. So for those who need it extra specific, that's what the colors of the letters are for. But you could take them any way they resonate for you. They don't have to. It just needs to be super, super specific for some people. Okay, so get my card holder. And we'll get into the message. Yeah, meant to be here. So Sagittarian energy. What does Spirit want you to know for October? What does Spirit want you to know for October? What insight? We've got the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Magician, and the Six of Swords. Let's get some clarities. We got the Two of Wands on the Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups on the Seven of Wands. The Ten of Coins on the Magician. And the Knight of Wands on the Six of Swords. And the Knight of Wands, if y'all had seen me shuffling at the beginning, it kind of popped out before the reading, and so it's out again. And then we've got the Empress, because I'm gonna go a layer deeper. We got the Empress on that Two of Wands with the Page of Wands. We've got the Six of Wands, or the Four of Wands rather, reversed on the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Then we've got the Ace of Swords and the Death card. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. Top of the deck is the Queen of Cups. The Moon and the Devil. The Six of Cups under that. Sag, this is what the top and bottom of your deck look like. Okay, the Queen of Cups is on top. And then we have the Nine of Swords with the Moon and the Devil on bottom. Okay. Now, the Queen of Cups has seal synchronicity on it, so seals might be a synchronistic animal for you. We also have ravens here. Ravens and dragons. And dolphins. We have dolphins too, because the Six of Cups is under that. It's dolphins. So ravens or crows, you can take them as they make sense for you synchronistically. But I'm thinking that looking at the top and bottom of this deck, especially because if I remember correctly, Sag was turning pain into power. They knew the pain was there. They knew the pain was there. And if I keep digging on the bottom of this deck, we have that Six of Cups with the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords, which goes into the Five of Cups and then the King of Cups and the Five of Coins before the healing takes place with the Star card. And I feel like that's a similar energy. Although to be fair, I feel like the shadow or the lower vibratory energy or thoughts are trying to keep a hold of you through a third party on the journey. Like they're not there, right? Those shadows are not there. Those wounds are not coming up unless an outer experience or an outer energy or an outside person triggers them up, right? high anxiety. It's high anxiety with the 9 of Swords. It's almost like your shadows are trying to keep a hold of you, even though you are very much not there. You know, you're in this Queen of Cups energy. Consciously, you're in the Queen of Cups energy, which is this very unconscious love of the self and what you're receiving, right? It's feeling really good about things on a very deep level, right? Your internal compass feels good. It's like having yourself on that pedestal. And that feels good. So what you're manifesting feels good. It's whatever is prompting from the outside, triggering up anxiety. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't feel it. Right? If the external experience wasn't what it was, you probably wouldn't be feeling it. Now, the first week, we have the Page of Wands with the Two of Wands and the Empress. Now, the Empress is high feminine, right? And we were just talking about that, being in that high feminine energy, that receiving energy. And right now, you're going through what is essentially a reinvention of the self that feels like a pause. It feels like a pause. We have hyena synchronicity and cat synchronicities. It's almost like you're moving, right? You're moving into this new energy, right? Page of Wands is Phoenix energy. And it's kind of reminding me of like, especially because of all of the African imagery here. It reminds me of like ritualistic song and dance where we call in a certain energy because it's announcing our intention to the divine, right? I feel like you're announcing your intention to the divine the first week. And now it's a matter of waiting for it to come in, right? Or being patient while it comes in. So you might be making a very definitive wish to the universe the first week of October. So the second week, we have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Wands reversed. Okay. Now, I was talking about how you know that this outer energy is trying to keep you attached to your lower vibrations. And we have the wolf versus the vulture. right? And that's Seven of Wands, octopus energy. It's deep wish fulfillment. And then that Four of Wands with the Lion synchronicities. I think that in the second week, that deep Queen of Cups energy that you're in, where you're happy, I think you're needing to hold that, because the pressure might be really hard on you in the second week of October. You may be changing or shifting your visualization about what your highest good is. It may be prompting you into worst case scenario thinking instead of best possible outcome thinking, right? Being clear on visualizing what the goal is, right? It might be pulling you to lose sight of your goal. Or making you feel like you'll never get that Four of Wands vision, right? You know you're in alignment. Deep down, you know you're in alignment, but you're being really challenged. And it might seem very difficult to keep picturing optimistically the best of what could come. Or you may be changing that vision altogether. But I feel like you're defending yourself and having to defend your energy the second week. Because someone is trying, something or someone, right? Some outside energy is trying to keep you from visualizing the best possible outcome. It's like they're trying to get you focused on worst case scenario thoughts instead of everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? This is still the goal. This is still the best. And even if it doesn't quite look the same, we could still shoot in a certain direction. You know what I mean? 22 on the timer. It's co-creating with spirit. You're co-creating with spirit. Spirit's not doing anything or taking anything or anyone or whatever that's, you know, in your highest good alignment moving forward. It's not going to stop you. That's leading into the solar eclipse. Once the eclipse happens, come the third week, we have the Magician with the 10 of coin and the Ace of Swords. So you manifest some real clarity when it comes to your career or your home, if not both. Because the 10 of coins is sometimes a business situation, work situation, or a living situation, right? Family. There's some real clarity. Something is manifesting with the Magician. This Magician in particular is a spider. It's a spider fairy, to be specific. And so it's like you're the weaver of your own destiny and you're magical. So something comes through for you, I think, in the third week that is a clear win. In the 3D, I think it's a visible, tangible win. Especially if you held true to that inner wish fulfillment and were able to defend yourself against outside energies trying to keep their grip on you. And then in the last week, we have that 6 of Swords with the Knight of Wands and the Death card, which is a complete transformation. That's a lot of forward movement, a lot of energy and momentum, because the 6 of Swords is forward movement. This is emerging as the butterfly. The Knight of Wands is the spark or the ignition, right? It's the key turning on in the car and the car is running. You know what I mean? It's that get up and go energy, and death is that transformation. So I feel like come the last week, especially with the lunar eclipse, I think life looks different by the end of October. which is probably why the dark is fighting so dang hard to keep you stuck, because you're literally on the precipice or the verge of clicking, you know what I mean, into the new book or into the new chapter of life. You know, it's completely different. I think wherever you come in at the beginning of the month is different. I think you leave this month different. I think you leave this month better. Being a butterfly beats the hell out of being a caterpillar. It beats the hell out of being stuck in the chrysalis. You know what I mean? So whatever is going on for you, and you might want to watch Scorpio's reading if you have stronger, significant scorpionic energy, because Scorpio's reading was pretty good, and there was a high vibe, low vibe reading, right? There was low vibe read and then a high vibe read, so that they could tell what was going on. Where their energy was, right? Just in case they needed that confirmation. And I definitely feel, Sag, that no matter what tests you're up against, I think you trust your energy. I think you trust your energy. And I don't think that there's anything in the outer experience, no matter how difficult it may feel at certain points, that it's not going to be really crystal clear for you why you trusted yourself and what you're doing, right? Especially in the second half of the month. I think the hardest part is the first half. Once the solar eclipse in Libra hits, I feel like it's all clarity and a revealing of what your integrity, your alignment is manifesting. I think there's a lot of forward movement and transformation of your world by the second half to the end of the month. All right. For sure. The last week is a lot of momentum. That's a lot of transformation and moving pieces. So definitely the end of the month is going to be big. I would not get lost in any kind of anxiety about anything. Like, Spirit knows what it's doing. All right, now we're going to do a special who are you dealing with segment. Take them as they resonate, guys. Cross watchers, I don't know how y'all deal. So, I'm using just traditional rider weight for this part of the message. Okay. All right, so what's going on with Sag dealing with an Aries? What's going on with Sag dealing with an Aries? Sag, you might be helping alchemize the Aries or lifting their burdens. Okay, we've got the 10 of Wands with your energy, which is the Temperance card. So either you are literally lifting the burdens off an Aries, or you are alchemizing out of burden that the Aries is placing on you. Okay, especially if there's some kind of Chiron lesson involved, because the Hierophant was on the bottom. 7 of Swords was under that. So if your energy was being taken from, I think you might be reaching a limit with the Aryan energy. Okay, a limit in some which way or another to where the burden is being alleviated, whether it's off of you or the Aries that you're dealing with. Okay. There may also be some kind of commitment that you thought was lost coming in. I'm also hearing the word poachers, so don't be surprised if, you know, you have a chance to make it better and other people are putting their 2 cents in, trying to keep it from getting off the ground, right? Trying to keep it heavy. If you're dealing with a Taurus. Y'all heard how many times I just shuffled that deck? We got your energy again, right? Alchemizing the reality with the ideal. So if you're dealing with Taurus or Taurian energy, I feel like you're doing a bit of a juggling act right now. You may feel like you're doing things solo, but it is for you to be able to see something different about energy, people, or the reality. Like if you want to make the ideal real, then you may need to see it from a different perspective. Okay, you may be juggling too much potential, right? Hopes for potential with a Taurus as opposed to actually receiving the potential and having that become real. Okay. You may have to go on your own in order to allow the manifestation for the potential or the ideal to come in. You know what I mean? Letting it go and then letting it come back so that it can come back better than when you left it, type thing. What's going on? Sag dealing with a Gemini. I gotta keep shuffling. Okay. So Sagittarius dealing with a Gemini. We've got the 9 of Wands with the 7 of Coin. So this is my Chiron of the major or minor arcana. So the 9 of Wands is that wounded healer, wounded warrior type energy. It is a Sagittarian card. And then we've got the 7 of Coins here. I'm feeling like if you're dealing with a Gemini, you're tired, you're wounded, and it's not yielding enough result. Okay. I think if you're dealing with Gemini and energy, I think you're being exceptionally patient, but being patient hurts. We've got the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups on bottom with Temperance, right? So, and it might be financial. Okay. It might be a crunch between, finances not being what you would hope they would be, or the outcome not being what you thought it would be, like what you were visualizing. It's not where you want it. Sag dealing with a Cancer. We've got the Star card. We've got the Moon on the bottom. I think there's some deep healing going on if you're dealing with a Cancer, especially if you've had, especially if there's strong Aqua placements or Pisces placements, or Uranus and Moon synchronicities between, or aspects between the two of yous. With the Star and the Moon, I think you might be healing previous arguments because the 5 of Swords is under that. I think there's going to be a new foundation or new potential if you're dealing with a Cancer as a Sag. I think there's some really good healing going on, and it's gonna yield a fresh foundation. Okay. Cancer dealing with a Leo. Cancer dealing with a Leo. Sag dealing with a Leo. Sag dealing with a Leo. We got the Temperance card out again, but it came out in reverse. And we got it with the 6 of Coin. So the Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo Sag, they're probably in more impoverished energy, and which means it's a one-way drain, right? You're benefiting them more than they are benefiting you. In fact, it might be a family situation with Judgment on the bottom, where there's communications going on, or talks going on and visualizations that are not necessarily pleasant. And so it's almost like you're trying to reassure a Leo or provide some kind of energy for a Leo where they're not giving the same energetic exchange. So I feel like if you're dealing with a Leo, it's a one-way energy pour. All right, where your energy is being drained by the Leo. Okay. If you're dealing with a Leo, it's not necessarily an awful thing. It just means they're receiving from you this month. They're definitely not energetically reciprocal. They're not filling you up like you're attempting to fill them up. Okay. You're dealing with a Leo. Sag dealing with a Virgo. Four of Cups, Five of Coins reversed. If you're dealing with a Virgo, expect some kind of communication from a Virgo. They may be put in a situation where they're trying to defend themselves. And I think it might actually be beneficial for you. I think that if a Virgo is coming to you this month, or Virgo energy, it's spirit offering you an opportunity to get out of some kind of impoverished energy currency, right? Whether it's a lack of knowledge or wisdom or a lack of physical presence, right? And you've been feeling alone lately, that they might remove that feeling of being alone. Or, you know, if it's love and romance and maybe honesty, like whatever it is, I think if a Virgo energy is coming towards you, if you're dealing with a Virgo, it's actually really beneficial and could be specifically financially beneficial because it was the Five of Coins. They may be defending themselves and going through a major transformation after being confused, and now they want to move forward and are coming in your direction. Okay. If you're dealing with a Libra, Saggy dealing with Libra. What is going on for Saggies dealing with a Libra? We've got the Judgment card in reverse and the Justice card. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra might not be coming back, and that is probably for the best. Okay. It is probably for the best. Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom with the Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. And it might be something that you've wanted for a long time, but it was just taking too fucking long and you kind of lost the fire. It just took too long. I think Saggy moved on. And or the Libra, you're not interested, right? If the Libra is not coming back and it's done, the Sag might also not be going back to the Libra. It's done. So if you're a Libra cross watching for a Sag, it's over. Okay. There is no resurrecting it. There is no rebirth on it. And there is a reason for that because the Justice came out with it. So it's over for a reason. All right, Saggy dealing with Scorpio. Saggy dealing with Scorpio. Scorpio might be like, holy fuck, it's over. I ruined it. I blew it. Or Sag is feeling that way about the Scorpio, but I feel Sag like this is more your Scorpio. I think your Scorpio is having fucking nightmares that they ruined it. Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords, that Knight of Swords on the bottom, they may also be talking themselves into a really dark hole. And Five of Cups on top, they got fucking regrets. They got fucking regrets. They're dealing with Chiron. They're dealing with Chiron. They're feeling all kinds of wounded, like they're the fucking victim, and they don't understand how impoverished their energy is. They don't realize what kind of lack they're in. Lack mentality, victim mentality. They don't fucking get it. They might be coming back fucking crying. Crying. I don't think you're interested at all. That energy would be a huge turn off for Sag. It's like if they hadn't fucked it up already, they're just fucking it up more. They're just digging deeper. They're just digging deeper. All right, Sag, you dealing with another Sag. Saggy's dealing with another Sag. The Magician in reverse. And the 9 of Wands. If you're dealing with another Sag, you may have crocodile tears. This is someone who is trying to manipulate their way back in, claiming they're wounded, they need you, they're trying to show you how important you are, right, that they need you, and blah, 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 and they're being super manipulative. If you're dealing with another Sag, it is heartbreak. They're a sacred soulmate from the past, and the truth is, like, they haven't let it go yet. Whatever debt from a previous life they're trying to cash in on this life, once that lifetime is over, all debts are null and void. We continue to try and, get energy and new lifetimes from old lifetimes, but that's not fair. It's not just. The lifetime was over. Choices were made. Results happened. Nothing actually continues into the next life. It's just perceived that way. And so I feel like you have someone who's manipulating you because there was some kind of wound that they're trying to get you to heal from a past life. And it's not. You're dealing with another side. Fuck that. Okay. Fuck that. That debt's over. They want what they're missing. They could fucking create it themselves. It's not your fucking problem. All right. Saggy dealing with a Capricorn. Saggy dealing with a Capricorn. Sag, I got a lot of cards here. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I think Spirit is throwing something in your favor with a Capricorn. I've got the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, which is literally Spirit inspiring a whole new vision, master manifester energy with the King of Pentacles, dream become reality with the Four of Wands there, new contracts with the Three of Coins. And then we have the Two of Coins with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like if the ideal and the real weren't matching up and there was any kind of pain with the Three of Swords, that the universe is kind of overflowing, right? Spirit's kind of overflowing with that Ace of Cups and healing it. So I think if you're dealing with a Capricorn, there's some major love coming in to help heal whatever past pains there were. And I think there's going to be a bright future ahead if you're dealing with a Capricorn. You might definitely be moving forward into something that is more fulfilling, more in union with yourself, right? More ideal than where you are, okay? Or where you've been. I think wherever you're going with the Capricorn energy, it's going to end up being highly beneficial. Okay, Sagittarius dealing with a Capricorn. Sagittarius dealing with an Aqua. Sagittarius dealing with an Aqua. All right, if you're dealing with an Aqua, star cards on the bottom with the Hanged Man, Ace of Cups. All right, if you're dealing with an Aqua, you are definitely choosing to move forward with the Emperor card, okay, regardless. And I think that you know with the Eight of Wands, because we have the Eight of Wands with the Judgment card and the Devil, and the Judgment and the Devil are in reverse here. I think you're being guided to move forward, but you know it's not over. I think you know it's not over. You just know that you have to release the chains right now. You have to release control. I think you're making the call to release control and move forward. I think that's a high masculine choice if you're dealing with an Aqua. It's probably not over, but you are intuitively being guided to take the chains off and let it be dead for now. I don't think it's over though. Okay. But you are being guided to move forward right now. Right. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Sag. If you're dealing with a Pisces, I think if the Pisces is not choosing to heal, they're going to have a rude fucking awakening that they robbed themselves of what is essentially fulfillment. If you're dealing with a Pisces that's refusing to heal. Because I've got the Star card and the Two of Cups, Star cards reversed. And then I've got the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. And on the bottom, I've got the Sun with the Seven of Wands. Five of Pentacles was in the reverse with the Magician. I feel like if you're dealing with a Pisces, you're manifesting some crazy shit. And if the Pisces isn't leveling up, they're going to miss out and be like, oh, fuck, and kick themselves in the ass later. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Pisces might be robbing themselves. Okay. I don't think you're phased. I think if the Pisces doesn't move forward, you're like, all right, then. Like, I'm not going to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to heal, then you don't want to heal. I'm not going to fight you on it. Like, because fighting you on it just means I haven't healed. You know? And it just means I haven't healed. So I think you're going to move forward with it. And they're going to definitely get a tower moment when they realize they probably should have listened to you. Okay. They probably should have paid better attention to what the fuck you were saying. Okay. They're probably going to have some harsh revelations about themselves and how they block their own blessings, because I think you're shining moving forward, especially if it's away from a Pisces. Okay. Their loss. Alrighty. Sag, I love you. I will have timestamps for everything in the comments. Don't forget to drop likes and leave me comments. And don't forget to check out the All Signs October reading. I will have that linked down there as well. And make sure to leave comments on that and leave your sign or any other sign that you want me to potentially give bonus messages to for December. Okay. All of that stuff in October's video is going to determine who gets bonuses in December. Okay. Bye, Saggy.